Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm back with another daily news. We're in black this time, so everyone who freaked out over my blue shirt yesterday, it's back to normal. It's all okay. Yeah, I mean, there's some news. We've got some, basically on the screen now you can see the website where Loddon's been working really hard, getting all your news together, putting it out there for you. So if you want that in text form, like I said yesterday, it's all there for you. We're here to give you the roundup of that, basically. So we'll start off. Trent Alexander-Arnold made his debut for England yesterday. He says, what an experience it was making my World Cup debut. Gutted not to get 3 points, but we now look forward to the last 16. Come on, England. And I didn't watch too much of the game. I watched the highlights before. By all accounts, he had a really good game. I watched the first half and he was really good. I know some of his set pieces deliveries in the second half weren't as good. But if you look at his stats here, this is on whoscored.com. I mean, 88% pass success rate. I don't know what the 5.9 possession, whatever. But basically, Gareth Southgate just went, take all of the set pieces while you're on the pitch, mate. And I think that's really good for him, showing that he's probably the best in there at taking them. I mean, you look at the other players in the team, you'd rather have them in the box. I know Rashford started taking the corners towards the end as well, but look, he's got a great delivery. You saw what he can do on a free kick against Hoffenheim. What a free kick that was to start our campaign off in the Champions League last season, and I'm just happy to see him playing for England. I don't follow England as much as a lot of people do in this country, but I always want to support the Liverpool players that go there. Henderson's had a really good tournament so far, and I just want to see Trent get more game time. I know Walker's first choice, but Trent's just as good, and I think he's showing that. I think he played on the wing as well, which is, so he's taken like Ashley Young's place, who plays on the right usually for England. Trippier's been playing really well, to be fair, but as a backup for England, I think Trent's really good at that. Basically, there's loads and loads and loads of goalkeeper stuff today. None of it's concrete. It's all rumours, as you'd expect. But there's one here. Where are we? I've got so many links open. Right, so this is Cillessen for Barca, and this is basically, this is on sport-english.com. Jasper Cillessen wants to leave Barcelona this summer. He's very much second choice at Barca. He's 29 years old. Does he fit the model of what we want to get? Look, I don't know. I don't know if we should go for him. Apparently, they don't think he's got a buyout clause of some insane offer, but they're saying like 25 mil, I think. Oh, I'm gonna call off Paul actually. I'm doing the news, Paul. Yeah, so Jasper Cillessen, let us know what you think. I mean, I haven't seen much of him. He's not played for Barcelona at all. I mean, if we look at his stats here, he played 1, 2, 3, and he played all the Copatel Rays, and just maybe he'll come in as a backup behind Karius, but I don't see him coming in as first choice. He's 29, and I know goalkeeper's gone for a longer time, but I just don't see it happening. The next one, Oblak, basically saying that he wants to stay. I mean, he didn't say that. He said he doesn't know what's going to happen. He has a contract here. I don't know what will happen in the future. I'm still here, and I'm not thinking of anything else but Sunday when we need a point to finish second. So this is from ages ago. Just basically people regurgitating stuff because they need clicks, and I've clicked on it, so they've done me. And by proxy, you too. Then we've got Donnarumma. Basically, AC Milan have sacked their goalkeeping coach, which basically is upset Donnarumma. He's already had a few conflicts of interest in the AC setup. Still getting messages in the AC setup. And yeah, Alfredo Magni, who will leave his position as goalkeeping coach, has meant a lot to Donnarumma off the pitch, and this could be a huge blow. I mean, look, he's a massive talent. There's been talk about him for a few seasons now of him maybe becoming this world-class keeper, especially with Buffon leaving. He's going to step up and be that keeper for Italy, and maybe we should just go in there and snap him up and kind of have him in and around the team, but then he's going to stifle Ward's progression, definitely, you know what I mean? He's definitely going to be in ahead of Ward. If he's ahead of Karius as well, you never know, but do we want to see that? Do we want to give Ward the opportunities to play? To play Sound. Yeah, I mean, again, let us know your thoughts on Donnarumma, what you think. The next goalkeeper lineup is Alisson. Basically, Chelsea want him. They don't know if Courtois is going to leave or not, so it's all up in the air for Chelsea. Courtois doesn't want to sign a new contract, so they're going to go in for him, which would be a bit upsetting because if Chelsea are going to get him, why aren't we? Are we not just going to fork out the money? Does he not fit the style? Does he fit Chelsea's style? You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Are they just going, we need a world-class goalkeeper, let's fork out the money? Let us know what you think on that, because it looks like Chelsea are just going to do it. Real Madrid have already bid €40 million for him. Roma have rejected it, insisting on €70 million. And I mean, that's a lot of money for a goalkeeper. But then, again, you're putting the market down. We all know my thoughts on the goalkeeping situation. I think Karius is fine. I mean, if you're going to spend 70 mil, he's going to be your first choice keeper. He's got to be good enough. If they think he is good enough, then that's sound. Next one is Mo Salah's home address got leaked. His Egyptian home address got leaked. And basically loads of people crowded his house. And he went out and signed autographs because he's a wonderful, wonderful man. I reckon that'll be a bit scary, to be honest. I reckon that'll be a tiny bit scary of loads of people coming out your house. But it's Mo Salah, so he knows that they're all going to be there for him. And then very, very quickly, I don't want to talk too much on it because we can't, basically. But it's come out, David Connier on Twitter. I'm just going to read it verbatim. Charges against South Yorkshire Police Match Commander Duckenfield and 4 of the defendants are to proceed. A judge has ruled there should be no commentary on the defendants' charges or trials, only reporting of the proceedings as permitted by the judge. The next one is CPS on forthcoming trials of Duckenfield and 4 others. Criminal proceedings are underway. Defendants have a right to a fair trial. Extremely important. There should be no reporting, commentary, sharing of information online which could in any way prejudice these proceedings. That's very, very important that we just... I'm reporting it now, no comments on it, basically, because you can't, okay? So any of them comments are probably going to get deleted. I'm sorry. Let's see. And then Tony Barrett talks about it. There is Tony Bland, who was the 96th. There was 95 people who died. 96th person, but he died after the year, which basically means he can't be a part of that trial, which is upsetting for his family, as Tony Barrett says. But then again, we need to reiterate, no commentary on it, because you just can't do it. It prejudices a trial. That's just the law, basically. So that's the news for today. Have you got any comments for me, Si?
Yeah. So, Thomas Carr said, do you think Trent will play again in this World Cup?
Honestly, no. And I'd like to see him play because, look, he needs all the experience. He's going to be England's #1 right back in the future, maybe even midfielder. He's going to play for England because he's brilliant at football. But Walker's got that position sewn up, and then Trippier's got that right wing position sewn up. So I don't see where he's going to play, especially in the system that they're employing now, where if they need to go for the game, they'll probably bring on an attacker there, maybe. It's hard for him. He's gone over there, basically, because Gomez couldn't go. But yeah, I don't think so. I'd like to see it, just because we all know just how good he is. But yeah, I'm not sure. LFBAF Gaming, we're not getting Son. Spurs won't sell to us for anything less than 100 million, even if he's not worth that. And yes, I was saying that in the office before, is he'd love Son.
I'd absolutely adore Son at Liverpool. Yeah, I think if I could have one Tottenham player, it wouldn't be Harry Kane, it wouldn't be Christian Eriksen, it'd be Son, because I think everything he does just fits perfectly into the way Liverpool play. He's so fast and direct. He works so hard. He's a great finisher. He can play anywhere along the front three. You've seen him. He's basically their second choice centre forward. If Kane's not playing, then he plays there, and it changes the way they play completely, because he's not unlike Harry Kane, but the way it's so similar to Firmino, the way Firmino plays. And we're sure if Firmino's not playing, we're struggling for that number 9 position, and I think Son would be the perfect backup. And I think backup to Mane and Salah on the wings as well. I just love him, and yeah, he's a really good player.
He is a good player, and I think you're right with the 100 million shout. I think he's probably worth about 40 mil if you think what we got Oxlade-Chamberlain in for. But where they're Premier League rivals, they're not going to sell to us for anything less than an extortionate amount because they know they can get away with it, and they know we need that position kind of sewn up this summer, so why would they strengthen us and why would they weaken their own side? Kieran Chad Maple, do you think Matip is good enough to play a season with Van Dijk? I feel like he actually has potential to be a good complement to the Dutchman. I really like Joe Matip. I know he's not been very good, but I love his range of passing. I really like that pass from the defence to Bobby Firmino's feet or Salah's feet is so underrated. That's so hard to do. When you're looking at it from the angle that we get to watch it on TV, you're like, oh yeah, you can see that gap. Why can't you see that gap? You can't. If you stand there as a centre-back, that's a very, very rare talent to be able to do that. I know a lot of players can do that because they're professional footballers, but for centre-backs to be able to step out like that and play it into his feet is brilliant. There's a lot of talk about his defending being, Chris likes to say passive, and I've got to agree with that from what we've seen. But there was a point when he first came in where everyone was saying this could be the partnership here. I know it was Matip and Lovren at the time, but I think especially when it's a low block side and we need two passes out of the back, I think he'd be fantastic if you employ Van Dijk to be the man who just crunches and Matip to kind of sit back and assess the situation a bit more. Two ball playing centre halves would be brilliant for me.
An interesting one from Jacob Hyman says Son has only got 2 years left on his contract, so we have a chance if we want him. So, you know, if he decides he wants to leave, which by all accounts he's saying, he maybe is saying that, looks like Tottenham might have no choice but to sell us, because otherwise, if say you can get him for 60 million, or they're going to lose him for free a year or two down the line, then they've got a decision to make there.
That is true, and they do, and it all depends on him whether he wants to stay at a team who's not going to go for the Premier League title or a team that is going to go for the Premier League title in Liverpool. No, I mean, I'm joking there, but I mean, if he comes into this team, I don't see why we couldn't challenge. If you think about if we're bringing in Shaqiri, and I know the Fekir deal looks off, but if we bring in a player like Fekir, then you've got that pacey winger. He's been banging them in. He was Spurs' second highest scorer in the league and the Champions League last season. I mean, Hayden Eriksson in both of them, 4 in the Champions League, and I think it was 12 in the league, and that's a really good return from a winger. I mean, I know we got spoiled with Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, but for a winger in the Premier League, 12 goals is pretty good, and they were important goals as well. They were like 1-0s and stuff like that. So look, I'd love to get him. I think he's got the work rate, he's got the ability, and it depends though. I don't think we should spend 70 million on him. I don't think we should spend 60 million on him. I think 40 to 50 is probably the highest we'll go, because I just don't see it. We could get a player like that, I think. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. Any others? Sorry.
Someone said, so it was Giandre Kritzinger said, Tom, can you discuss the future of Klein now that Joe Gomez and Trent are top class?
I think Klein's going to stay. Look, we forget that he was our first choice right back for ages, and he was solid. I think I've seen him have 2 bad games. Maybe when he came back in, he was a bit rusty, which is fair enough. But look, he's a good player. I mean, in terms of his attacking, he could probably improve. We've been spoilt again with Trent and Robertson on that left-hand side, where you just see them bombing on. But I can see a world where we've done it before, where Robertson's the one who bombs on, and we just employ the right back to sit back. It's what we did with Gomez a little bit, and I think Gomez is going to move into a centre-back role. Or if we ever play 3 at the back, he's brilliant. Whenever you've seen him in the England setup, he's really good at that right-hand side of a 3. Which I mean, that's an option for us. He looks comfortable there, and I don't know. I like Klein. I think we keep him on the books until he wants to go. I know he's probably getting a higher wage than most, but look, he'd be in the England squad right now if he hadn't been out the whole season, and it's hard because we haven't seen him for so long. But I honestly think he will be a big part of this squad, just like everyone else, and we need that depth. Why would you get rid of someone just because you've got a Trent there? You've got to keep that depth in behind, in my opinion. Fraser Easton, this guy chats, it's not your money, mate. We need to spend big on a goalkeeper. It's true, it's not my money, but then it's someone's money. Someone's got to think about these things. It's not my money, but I'm not the one making these decisions anyway, so that doesn't make sense. The people who have the money are going to sit down and think about it the way we are thinking about it. They're not just going to spend it for no reason. You know what I mean? So I get it. If we want to concretely seal a challenge for the title, then yeah, maybe we do need to spend big, but maybe it's already there. You never know. And look, a lot of people disagree with me with Cadius. I'm not going to talk about it again, but that's how I think, basically.
Brandon Pereira says, I know everyone's hesitant on Nabil Fekir, and rightfully so, but imagine he goes to those Mancs and he shines. We should take the risk and get him in.
And that's the thing, but Manchester United are just going to go, there you go, there's your money, because they've done it before. They'll do it again. They basically bought the way out of trouble once Ferguson left and Moyes kind of destroyed them, and then Van Gaal came in. They just threw money at things, and you know what? To be fair, it's paid off. They came second in the league last season. It is going to be hard, because if they do get him, and he's a good player, if anyone in the Premier League gets him, it's going to be really tough watching him play week in, week out, because we go, he could have done that job for us, but then equally, he could just break down. He might have one really good season, and we'll go, I wish we had him. And then halfway through the second, his knee might go. And United can afford to do that. Chelsea can afford to do that. Man City can afford to do that. I don't think Liverpool can afford to do that. You can't just throw money at something, and then when it doesn't work, throw more money at something. That's not how Liverpool works. And I wish it wasn't that way. But in a way, I'm kind of happy that it is, because we're building something sustainable. So if you're going to throw that out the window for one player, then it kind of renders everything moot. But you're right, it will be hard watching them.
We've had a few comments. The most recent one was from Oliver Dreyer. Said the Danish goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel, I believe, would be the best pick as a keeper right now, and he wants to move away from Leicester. Yeah,
we were talking about that on a Daily News show. Paul, who's I think still in the comments, hey Paul, was talking about Kasper Schmeichel the other day and saying he would like him. It's hard again. Does he fit our style of play? And I know you go, well, goalkeeper doesn't matter about style of play, but we've seen the way Karius plays football, the way he's quick off his line. That's why we bought him, the way his quick distribution. If Kasper Schmeichel can do that to that level, then get him in, fair enough. But we need someone who's going to do that. That's why we ultimately brought Karius in to do that job. It wasn't about all shot stopping. If we wanted a pure shot stopper, we've got Mignolet there. He came in as a shot stopper. He saved so many penalties, but he didn't fit our style of play. He didn't command the area like Karius has been doing towards the end of last season. So it is one of them. I'll take one more comment. I know I've just been told to wrap up, but just the one more. There will be a comment. There will be. Mark me in as Tom going to Dublin. Yeah, I think it's going to be me, Chris, Paul, Si, Steve, and maybe a musical act. I'm Ross, sorry, yeah. So we'll all be down there. I'm expecting a call actually later to see all the production side of things. So I'm going to be sorting that out later. So that's cool. Yeah, apart from that, look, like I said before, we do get all this on the website as well. So as it happens, we're giving updates. Lauren's been working really hard on it today. Ross has been doing it the other 2 days. We've got loads of boss stuff. The James Pearce thing about Fekir, wrapping it all up, saying what happened and where it's likely to go is on YouTube now. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch it. Me and Cy did a production podcast yesterday, which went out talking about all the behind the scenes, basically of our jobs and how we're getting the content to you on a match day. And we talked about Maradona actually and his antics at the World Cup, and just a kind of wrap up of news stories around the world, not really football. We really enjoyed that. So if you want something different, give that a listen. But look, nice one for watching the Daily News today. If anything happens over the weekend, we'll be here. But if not, we'll see you on Monday. See you later.